All right, May 27th, workout breakdown, leg day. It's still Enduro month. This one is worth an explanation for sure. So hopefully audio is on. Definitely a different setup to say the least. So you guys got 4 Metcons and they're 5 rounds apiece. So each of the Metcons we made up of the 5 rounds. So the first round of every single one of the 4 Metcons will start with a 3-minute AMRAP run. Really want you guys to take this pretty seriously and truly treat it like an AMRAP. If you don't get to warm up during the actual warm-up itself, then obviously round number 1, you're probably going to have to get your legs underneath you. But ideally, you would start a little bit of running, get your legs underneath you, open up your stride, anything dynamic before round 1 so you can get the most out of the 12 minutes you're going to spend on the treadmill, which ultimately isn't that much volume. But if treated correctly, it will set the tone for the rest of this. And we are trying to transition into rounds 2 through 5, which will be set up like an EMOM. So round 1's a 3-minute AMRAP run. Rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all a 2-minute EMOM, so 4 rounds of those, and they're consisting of the lifts below. And there's nothing special about, altering any of this. I want you guys to do your best to use your normal weight. So whatever you would use for your 4 or 5 sets on a typical hypertrophy day, we want to use those weights. It is still completely favorable. Like, you do have a full 2 minutes to do your rep count and then rest for the remainder of the 2 minutes. You'll repeat it obviously 4 times. After the 4th round of front squats, you'll then move back to the treadmill. Metcon number 2 will begin. 3-minute AMRAP run again, where again, if done correctly, you're treating it like a true AMRAP. It means it's getting as far as you physically can. Obviously, nobody's going to sprint 3 minutes. Best piece of advice would probably be just treat it like a negative. Start at a particular pace, minute 2, minute 1, you speed up ever so slightly, depending on your conditioning levels, to garner or accumulate as much distance as you can. Metcon number 2, once you're done, 4 rounds of the deadlift. Again, it's only 4 rounds. Some of you guys are probably really used to doing 5 rounds. If you've been doing 5 rounds for quite some time, maybe an opportunity to bump up your weights. But again, we're not lowballing our weights because of the run. That's not how this is set up, nor do I think it needs to be at all. The front squats or the step overs give you guys the option here. Of course, if you're using a plyo box, the step overs are going to eat up more time. So you have to kind of probably, I would imagine, knock down your rep count a little bit, especially if you do a box and a close to gold standard type of weight, 35 and 50s. They're going to take significantly longer, so you're probably looking more at like a 10 or 12 rep count range, whereas the front lunges you could probably comfortably get to 16, 18, or 20, even if you do use gold standard weight. So just keep that in mind. And then number 4, the post chain movement. I gave you a bunch of options here. The rep counts are in parentheses. I don't feel strongly about any of these at this point, so I figure why not give you guys some autonomy and maybe pick the one that you want to work on or the one you enjoy the most. But hip bridges are just body weight. The bridge, hamstring curls, I think we all know how that works, but doing 4 rounds out of those in a 2-minute setting, I think it's just very efficient. And the hip thrust, you want to add some weight and work on extension and kind of glute activation. You can go that route. That's where your shoulder blades are on the bench, and you perform the extension, the hip extension, with a slam ball or a dumbbell, whatever's easier for you to load or just get on and off of your hips. But fun little unique workout. Like I said, I think it deserved an explanation, and just really want you guys to focus on picking your normal weights and really treating the run like an AMRAP run.